chat. Hello, chat. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Late night live. I've been waiting for this moment all week long. Late night live tonight. If you don't watch tonight's live stream, you're not a real fan of MMA or the experts channel. Don't act like you don't know who I am. I've been waiting all week long for late night live. Fuck yeah. Hopefully be live by 8:30, maybe 9. Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? Good to see you, savages. I'm happy to be here. AJ in the building, bringing the thunder with a stream. And tonight, we got Late Night Live. The Phil Collins Late Night Live is too good. It's the perfect song, man. It's the perfect song. It's ready. That intro was absolutely amazing. Thank you, man. I'm trying to be creative with my introductions, you know? Try to do different stuff. But yeah, the Late Night Live is tonight. I'm very, very excited. But obviously, we're doing the afternoon show, lunchtime live Q&A. We have a big fight announcement. I was surprised to see it. I'll be damned if I don't tell you the truth. Didn't see it coming. Didn't see it coming at all. Still, I'm not sure if it's real, but it's real. Oliveira announced it. Charles Oliveira will fight Rafael Fiziev in the main event of UFC Rio at a fight night card. I'm fucking mind blown. This is an interesting matchup. Relatively quick turnaround, fighting in October after a bad knockout loss. Now takes on a dangerous striker in Fiziev. Thankfully, though, there's a big grappling edge for Charlie O. Come on, man. I'm rooting hard for Charlie O in this one. I hope that it comes to fruition and it's a victory, but holy shit. I'm worried. It's a worrisome fight. I do think Charlie O finds a way, but I worry about Fiziev dropping him. The thing is, Fiziev doesn't have the gusto to follow him to the ground. And I will pick Charlie O early because I tend to predict Charlie O to beat guys that can't follow him to the ground. Topuria could follow him to the ground. Sarukian could follow him to the ground. Makhachev could follow him to the ground. Gaethje, Poirier could not follow him to the ground. So I'm excited, man. Should be cool to see Charlie O fight in Brazil too. He deserves a fight at home. And I do hope that he thrives at home. Also, Hyun Sung Park is fighting Bruno Silva. Did I not call it? I said they're going to gift him the Bruno Silva fight for doing them the favor and taking on Tyra. And they gave him Bruno Silva. It's a perfect matchup. I think that's very winnable. And, you know, it's a good, like, measuring stick level type of fight between the two. And he feels this could be a retirement fight. I don't think it's going to be. But if Oliveira wins in Brazil at home, that'd be a hell of a send-off. But I think there's too many fights for Oliveira still on the table, and I feel like he still has the fire. He goes out, beats Fiziev. I feel like him versus Max Holloway is something we have to see. What's up, KZ? Oh, yeah, I really hope this is not his retirement fight. I don't believe it is. I'm going to strongly lean towards no. Charles Oliveira has several fights left, potentially, 5. That's my hope. I started taking notes for UFC 319. I'm not going to spoil any of the in-depth predictions, but as I'm looking at 319, guys, that's a hell of a card, man. I don't know why 319 was kind of getting shit on just a bit. Like, I think 319 stacks up with any card this year. I mean, I'm actually going to do a side-by-side comparison of 317, which I think we can all agree felt like the card of the year. So, main event of 317, Topuria Oliveira. I would say Duplessis Hamzat just as big. Co-main event, Pantoja Cara France. I would say Pantoja Kara-France bigger than Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico. I would say Joshua Van, Brandon Royval bigger than Tim Elliott, Kai Asakura, and still bigger than Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico. But I feel as though Asakura and Elliott and Lerone Murphy and Pico are such interesting fucking fights. And then fight before that, Beneil Dariush, Money Moicano. I think Cannonier Michael Venom Page is more intriguing. I think that Pico and Murphy's more intriguing. And I'll be honest with you, I'm more excited for Tim Elliott and Asakura than I was for Dariush and Moicano. And then Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima, really cool prospect fight. Jeff Neal Prates is bigger. It's very comparable pay-per-view wise to UFC 317. Obviously not a double header in title fights. And, you know, some people are really shitting on Pico getting a co-main event shot in the UFC debut. But, bro, I think it's a banger card. And then the prelims are great. Alexander Hernandez, Chase Hooper. That's exciting as fuck. Jessica Andrade, Lupi Godinez is an intriguing matchup. Rizzy Boyev and Battle's cool. Mearshart and Oleg Jacek is fun. Ferreira and Green is fun. Barboza and Drakkar Klose is fun. I think this is a great card, man. UFC 319, it's up there with 317. I'd say the prelims might be more stacked. I mean, shit, Joanna Janiz, Alvin Hines, or Drakkar Klose and Edson Barboza. That's a bigger fight. At the very least, it's equivalent as far as like the hype on the card. You guys can tell I'm giddy for 319. I'm giddy, bro. 319 is a great pay-per-view. 319 is the last pay-per-view for a while, though, right? 320 is in October. There's no pay-per-view for like 6 weeks. But it's all right because there's going to be contender series. There's going to be good fight nights. And there's going to be, you know, the Noche fight night, which the main event's really good. How dare the UFC do my boy Charles like that? Definitely stands a chance, but I'm terrified. Are they doing your boy Charles bad, though? Think if they would have gave him Max Holloway. What matchup do you think he's got a better chance of winning? Max Holloway, that we just saw fuck up Poirier, or Fiziev, who just beat Bahamondes? It is 5 rounds. I favor Charlie O to find a way. Brazil crowd there for him, and he really likes that belt feel, like he only wants to fight for the belt, but this is the first one back. I fully agree. I see more fights. Agree. More fights for sure. Lerone Murphy plus Duplessis is your underdog parlay. Good luck, KZ. I was looking at Lerone Murphy's recent fights, and then I was digging into some stats. And you know where I feel Murphy's biggest red flag is? Pico's most underrated strength, takedowns. Pico's ground skills are good, bro. Pico's getting better. I don't know about that. Prelims are proper fun. Get past the first fight, and it's all really fun. It's a great fucking card. Dana Contender Series next week. Yes, I'll be live for it, and I'll be doing picks. I know you're on Hamzat, AJ, but you have to admit Drickus is a live dog. Drickus is, of course, a dog. Listen, Duplessis built like a man of steel. But I think Hamzat's just a different level than him. Hamzat's built different, bro. I think that Hamzat's going to be able to dictate the pace, dictate where the fight's taking place. And I think he's live for the finish, too. I do favor Charles. Definitely has the submission threat. I just want to see Charles fight Can so we can pretend it's 2022 again. I feel like of all the top 15, though, Fiziev, Chandler, those are kind of the most winnable fights. I mean, I think he has a chance, too, with Mateusz Gamrot. But I don't think the Gamrot fight is as hype as a Fiziev fight stylistically. Charlie O versus Fiziev. Fiziev is 10. Oliveira is 4. I like Dan Hooker and Oliveira a lot, but I think the UFC has something different in mind for Dan Hooker. Maybe it's a fight against Sarukian. Maybe it's a fight against Holloway. Or maybe even it's a fight against Paddy the Baddy. But I don't think Paddy's getting a title shot being ranked at number 9. I think him getting inside of the octagon was just Paddy Pimblett privilege. DDP, the best dog of all time. Listen, he's a legendary dog. He scraps like a fucking junkyard dog, and he never gives up. But Hamzat, different animal. On the UFC website, don't miss out. Canelo versus Crawford, September 13th. Buy tickets. The reason they're not doing a pay-per-view is because Canelo versus Crawford. Let's see how much the tickets cost for that. All right, let's see. Tickets for this fucking card in the back. Section 344, $400. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Section A3, $12,000. 10,000. Why the fuck is it that pricey to go to a fucking fight? 12 grand to sit in the front. That's terrible. You think fighters like Brenner and Rebeshki get annoyed seeing fighters like a Tabagatier fight cans after cans? No, I don't think they think like that. Because they're older, right? Brenner's 29, Rebeshki 32. Gatier's only 23. He got to the UFC real early. Brenner and Rebeshki fighting each other is a sick fight, though. Or Brenner's actually 27. I was thinking of Ribovics. Different weight class, bro. They're trying to build up this middleweight contender with huge power and slowly, push him towards the higher level. How's the Ibiza emote? I haven't made it yet, Hernanov, but I will. I'll do it for you. Oliveira, biggest guy in the division besides Patty, and Fiziev's undersized, is winnable. I completely agree. I'm going Oliveira. I think Charlie O wins. I think this is a proper fight for Charlie O. Proper winnable matchup for Charlie. I see it coming to fruition. I don't think it's an easy fight, but I think he wins. I believe in Charles Oliveira in this matchup. Oh, the Tough 33 flyweight finale was just announced too. Albi Idris will take on Joseph Morales. Wow. I mean, just looking at their names, I'm going Alibi, and he beat Roybert Echeverria. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of these fucking Ultimate Fighter matchups. Damn, so they're doing 2 Ultimate Fighter finale fights on that card. Think fighters like Brenner and Bet. I already read that. If you had to take a guess at the odds, what do you think they're open as? Oliveira is going to be like a 3-1 favorite, probably. Maybe less though. Oliveira for the W. I agree. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of Alibi, not even watching every episode of Tough, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the fights. He looks fucking good. He looks really good. Striking looks on point. Grappling, I'm sure, is there. And I think that Morales, I don't know. Seems like a tough customer, though. Experienced. It's a good fight. Was Goody AJ? What do you think of the Oliveira versus Fiziev matchup? Quick turnaround. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Don't say sorry for being a few minutes late. I think Oliveira wins it, guys. I think the matchup favors him. Michael Mayday McDonald. He disappeared, bro. What the fuck's he doing now? He stopped fighting. Why the fuck did he just stop? Yeah, he just disappeared, man. Michael Mayday McDonald. He's only 34. Retired 19-4. Retired after a win against Eduardo Dantas in Bellator in 2018. 6-3 in the UFC. Losses to Uriah Faber, Henan Barrow, and John Lineker. Not bad losses at all. That is kind of crazy. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why he decided to call it. The fight nights coming up after this week are looking really nice. Fuck yeah. Pay-per-view next week and more. You feel like such an idiot. Thought this whole time the CBD line was weed, but just found out it's 8-ball. You're crazy. Ode KO, Philly KO plus 740. Plus 7,400. Dude, no way. No way on either of those results. No. What's up, Weights Experience? I'm chilling. Michael Mayday McDonald. That's a fucking throwback and a half. That's a classic throwback. I wonder why he retired, man. UFC predictions, bro. I guarantee you my arms look more jacked than yours. You mean no? What does fake muscles mean, bro? There's obviously muscle here. I have no pump, but you can still see the fucking arm. What are you talking about? Do I have to get a pump pic for you so you can see the vascularity with a pump? Like, what are we talking about? Tell me you don't work out without telling me you don't work out by shitting on me. Bro, Oliveira might get KO'd again. I don't think he's getting KO'd. I don't see it. I don't know, Useless. I think like Fiziev knocking him out. Fuck, that'd be a tragedy. I say no. I say that I think he handles Fiziev, but I get the worry. AJ, you think Hyun Ko fights next? Who do I think he fights next? I'm not 100% sure. Somebody outside of the rankings, but he's close to top 15. I mean, fucking up, Oban pretty impressively. Hey, thank you, Jersey Girl, for the love on the arms. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Odie has a chance? I don't think he has a chance. You think you blew him up with air or something? You're right, bro. The anchor arms. I think that UFC predictions might actually be Production Dart's second account or something like that because they said about the exact same thing back to back. That's funny. AJ's a genetic freak. Thanks, Tom Tanaka. I want to see Hamzat get uppercutted into the air. Well, he's not fighting Francis Ngannou, so it's unlikely. Fiziev could win, though Baja's height wasn't a factor. The thing is, Baja is not on the level of fucking Oliveira, especially on the ground. Bajo Munda is still a developing guy, man. Fiziev's striking is really good. But Oliveira got the size edge. He's got the grappling edge. If Charlie O isn't washed, he should win this one. Oliveira style and Fiziev style makes me think doesn't go distance. Okay. I find it crazy that next Saturday is the first time Hamzat's fighting a main event of a UFC card. That is fucking weird. I mean, he's been scheduled for main events. It just, due to certain, weight cutting issues and whatnot, it hasn't worked out as expected. And I think he'll win in his first main event. You already bet Hamzat. Not every day you get minus 200 on a potentially generational talent. I feel the same way, Mad Mardigan. And I love me some Dricus du Plessis, but it's Hamzat. I can't wait. I'm Team Charlie all day. Maybe he can sweep reverse if he gets taken down. Bro, if Fiziev even messes around on the ground with him, he's asking to get strangled. He's scared of the Charlie O very fast turnaround. That's fair. He was violently chinned, and he's fucking getting back after it quick. But I don't know, man. I think it's a matchup he can win. Fiziev has good scrambles, though. Could ignore the grappling. Did not see this matchup coming. Really quick turnaround. I know it's a crazy quick turnaround. He didn't look great against Chandler either, but I feel like, an active Charlie O, he can be a sharpened blade. I think good things could be coming. Hamzat and Pico are going hard with the strength and conditioning. Fuck yeah. I like how if you do the UFC a favor, they give you a favor back. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like Hyun Sung Park getting the Bruno Silva fight. That's a proper matchup for him. Who wins? Mokaev or Tyra? I'd say Tyra gets him. Tyra subs him. Been loading up on fluffy Hamzat parlays all week. Let's go, HJ. Can you imagine they fought each other? That'd be cool. Yeah, 319 is fucking amazing. I'm hype as hell for it. Oliveira is done, I'm telling you. I don't know. I don't want to believe that. I mean, maybe. Maybe, though. But I feel like Fiziev's not that guy. Hamzat and Pico are fucking animals, man. Y'all remember getting mad bricked up when you're like 12 playing a video game with the smallest amount of nudity? That's a crazy time period, yeah. Or like when you see a little side boob on a TV show. Yeah, bro. That's before we got too stimulated by our, experience in life that things don't trigger it the same. Hamzat would have crushed Nate Diaz. That Chandler fight was uneventful. We were hyped because it was Olives. It was a bit of a letdown. Relegated to fight nights, though. I mean, Oliveira in a fight night main event in Brazil is pretty cool. A little side boob used to go wild back in the day. I'm saying, bro. Did you guys see Artem Lobov talking about Conor on Ariel? He said Rory McDonald snapped Connor's ACL and MCL before the Mendes fight. That's interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Yo, from Tucson. What's up, bro? I'm ready for the knockoff McGregor Habib 2 Lobov versus Tahugov. Hello, AJ. You funny guy. We leaning towards same picks next week. Good, good, good. Nate is overrated, but made Connor look bad. I don't know. The style matchup was weird. Lobov said McNugget trained twice a week. Is that true, or is he just bullshitting? Makes Connor look better. I don't know. He's still trying to fucking, cover for his boy. Mm-hmm. Hill to land more strikes. I mean, she could. It's a close ladies fight. I don't know. It's a competitive ladies matchup, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll go after it, and we'll see what happens with the girls. The girl fight don't have me hype. I'll tell you that much. I'm not running out saying, yeah, let's bet on the ladies. Fuck no. Not this card. Hell no. I know I missed the chat about it, but how we feeling about Charlie O Fiziev? I'm going with Charlie O. What's up, Death Chill? Hill, Fernandez, Edwards, big three. You got gusto, bro. Just betting on all the women's fights. All right, ballsy. Hollow Heretic with the fucking nuts of steel. All right, Mr. Big Stones. I respect it. I respect your balls. I respect your testicles. You about to hit some chest at the gym, 2 monsters in the gym. You doing 2 monsters? Why not just get like a quality pre-workout? Fuck doing 2 monsters, man. But some people love those Monster Energy drinks, so who am I to say? 7 a.m. New Zealand time, a little early fucking workout. Holy shit. Might have to sprinkle Fiziev KO a little. I get it. He might find the chin. Hamzat is getting knocked into the next dimension with the DDP fist. We're acting like DDP hits like a Mack truck, though. DDP can accumulate damage on opponents, but he breaks people. He doesn't really flatline them with one shot. People forget DDP was losing to Darren Till, bro. Hamzat is going to destroy DDP. I worry. I worry for DDP's fucking legacy if he gets beaten as badly as I think he might. I was rewatching him in Strickland too, and I'm like, neither of these guys can hold Hamzat's jock strap, bro. I worry about him coming back so soon after a violent KO as well. looping shots and overhands. I'm not scared for Hamza at all. He's so much faster, bro. He's going to land the right hand before DDP lands those fucking looping shots. I'm in full agreement with you, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited as hell. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited as hell. Yeah, yeah. I am excited as hell. Yeah, Hamza's got power straight. He's good, bro. Wait, you say Hamza versus DDP? What happened to Islam versus DDP? Islam versus Jack Della Maddalena, bro. You're mixing up the DDP, the JDMs. You see what I'm saying? You're just mixing it up. The MVPs. Jack Della Maddalena. You're mixing it up. It's funny as fuck. Yeah, you lost your mind. I was like, what is he on about? I knew you were off kilter a little bit. It's all right. It happens. It happens to the best of us, man. Every so often we have those moments, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's okay to have those type of moments. Think it'll be sub or it'll look like Usman Buckley with Hamzat being like Usman? Why don't I account for his performance against off-couch Usman? I think it's a better Hamzat, though. I think it's a better Hamzat now. A way better Hamzat. AJ, thoughts on Dolidze versus Hernandez over 2.5 in C-Rod Moneyline? I think Dolidze Hernandez live to go over. C-Rod in a 50-50 fight could possibly win, but I'm not like crazy about him winning. What's the feeling around Miles Johns? I'm favoring the side of John Matsumoto. I think Matsumoto, I don't know. I think Matsumoto gets him, man. I think Matsumoto wins. I think he wins. What season of The Ultimate Fighter is it? Is it season 32? Fiziev hasn't been officially finished yet outside of that knee injury. Could Oliveira find the finish? He could also find a decision if need be, but I think sub could be possible. I'm not crazy confident in Matsumoto, but I'm picking him. I think Hamzat wins by finish within the first couple rounds, yeah. Thoughts on Fernandez KO decision, Edwards sub decision, Smith KO or sub parlay, paying out like $4. I think Smith KO live, Edwards sub decision live, Fernandez KO decision live, but she might end up getting a sub, bro. I mean, the way that he bullied Whitaker, fuck the ending of the fight, just the bullying factor. Hamza's definitely gotten better. How you gonna say he hasn't gotten better, bro? It's fucking delusional. DDP been training to check the takedowns. That's what got him through the Bilal fight. The Bilal. Why you keep talking about DDP as Jack Della, bro? The DDP did not fight Bilal. You're mixing them up in the clinch. We're not talking about Jack Della versus Islam. We're talking about Dricus Duplessis, who fought Sean Strickland twice, who fought Israel Adesanya, who fought Darren Till, who fought Brad Tavares, etc., etc., etc. We're not talking about Jack Della, bro. You're mixing up your fucking guys again, dude. Holy shit. Is it tough 32 this current season, or am I tripping? Tough 33. I'm just trying to figure out what episodes I have to go back and rewatch. So I'm putting it in Chat GPT. Find out what episodes they were on, so I have to do less work. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, bro. I use ChatGPT agent mode, bro. Because like I want to see what episodes they fought in, so I don't have to stress myself out searching through every episode, you know? Lazy J. I mean, I could ask the chat, but I didn't want to bother you guys. In the clinch MMA, go wash your face with some cold water, bro. You're mixing shit up big time. Asia, are you crazy confident on Fluppy? Fluppy should win. I like Fluppy a lot. Fluppy's a good fighter, guys. Fluppy's real clean. Fluppy's really good. Fluppy's got great grappling. Fluppy's funny. Holy shit. There will be some interesting underdogs on Vegas 109, and I'm sure I'm predicting some of them. I think Oliveira's such a fool for turning around this quick. It's a winnable fight, though. It's a winnable fight, bruh. Don't call Oliveira a fool now. Oliveira doesn't get called a fool. You know? Doom, 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 doom. DDP needs to wake Hamzat up. Shit, he might be getting put to sleep himself. The spread on Delidze, you think he gets around too? He could win around. The only person who had a little height on DDP was Izzy, and he pieced him up. Hamza will have height and physicality and wrestling and submission threat. Dog, Hamzat is going to look fucking amazing. Hamzat is going to look fucking incredible. They're all going to say, no fucking way. They're all going to say, holy shit. Fluppy versus Derledzi. Yep. This weekend, we got Antony Fluppy Hernandez versus Royman Derlidze. So make sure you tune into UFC Vargas 111 this weekend. It's a badass fight evening card, and I'm pretty hyped for it. Bro, if he chokes him unconscious, that goes so hard, Hollow Heretic. I hope so. The pressure's on Hamza. I don't think so. I think the pressure's on both. What the fuck is going on, AJ? I'm just trolling back with chat, bro. Somebody called Antony Hernandez Fluppy, so we just took it to another level. And then we got KZ saying Fluppy versus Derlidze, and then I just fucking rolled with it, you know? Can't wait for UFC Vargas. I'm so excited for UFC Vargas, too. UFC Vargas is going to be such a good card, guys. Hey, shout out to Chicago Skates. Going to see UFC 319 live. Thoughts on Hernandez and Hamzat round 1-2 parlay? 2022 me would be geeking seeing Hamzat fight live, but hype died a bit. The hype will come back in full swing if he goes out and has a hell of a performance here, which I think he's quite capable of, bro. I do hope that you enjoy watching such a spectacle of an event live in Chi-Town. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for 3 months. Thank you for the love. And I like that you're rocking with the Cartoon J emote, bro. It looks good, doesn't it? Cartoon J. Cartoon J. Bro, I love ChatGPT agent mode, bro. Look shit up, sit on the sidelines and show. I think Hamza's going to be amazing, bro. I've seen Hamzat show improvement. I think an active Hamzat's a better Hamzat. Hamzat that fought Rob Whittaker looked fucking incredible, bro. The positional speed of transition, the ability to shoot again. I feel like his control looked unreal. He's getting more strong, more jacked. His grappling is already terrifying. It's getting better. Showed Costa your shadow boxing. He now blocked me. Thank you, Legend, for $2. It is what it is, bro. I don't blame him. I would do the same thing if I was him. The shadow boxing of legends last night. I mean, it was a special shadow box last night. That was kind of crazy. That was a nutty shadow box last night. We took it to a different level, you know? Age, I don't understand Fiziev versus Oliveira. If he just lost to Gaethje and Oliveira's above him in the rankings, I'm telling you, Vulture, what they're looking to do is they want to give Oliveira a tune-up fight in some sense. It's not an easy fight, but a tune-up fight in Brazil. Fiziev ready to take it. They needed a main event for the card. They say, hey, let's do Oliveira. Let's give him a hometown fight, and let's give him, Fiziev, who's a guy that he can beat. I'm selling you on Khamzat again in 2021, 2022. I thought he'd be the first triple champ, and he still has a shot if he wins next weekend. I'm not going as far as to say triple champion, I'm not going as far as to say he's winning the belt at heavyweight, but I think he wins the middleweight title next Saturday. And I really feel as though he is going to make Dricus du Plessis look incredibly average. That's the most real factor of it all. I think du Plessis is going to look average against him. Oliveira Pimblett would have been sick, bro, but I don't think the UFC's trying to throw Oliveira to the fucking lions like that in Brazil, I feel like now they might be doing Pimblett versus Gaethje or Pimblett versus Hooker. Both are cool. Gamrot Oliveira makes sense too. You're right. But I feel as though it's the Fiziev hype factor, potentially more entertaining fights, Now Costa going to call out AJ and say, message his girl. Me and Khamzat are in trouble. I'm going to have to call Khamzat. What's up, Toon J? Fresh off a workout. I see. Psych, nah, but for real, don't you think it's horrible if Khamzat becomes champ? Only October fights one time a year. Not anymore, bro. We're gonna get a more active Khamzat, bro. Please, some of you guys kill me, bro. You hear Chael and you hear Dean Thomas, and you take that shit as the word of God, bro. They're staying in the known by saying outlandish bullshit. I trust Khamzat to be relatively active. Not every champ needs to fight 4 times a year, but you'll see him more than once a year. That was a Magic Mike J shadow box. I should have been paid handsomely for it. If he beats DDP, his chances of being double or triple champ goes crazy. I don't see him beating Ankalaev, though. 80, doesn't everyone say this about every DDP fight? They count him out and you being one. Did I not pick him by submission against Adesanya? Did I not pick him to beat Strickland last time? I've come around a lot to Dricus du Plessis, even if I faded him a couple of times in the past. I've come around. I think Khamzat's a different animal. Truly think Kyle or Amavov are more likely to beat Khamzat than DDP. The Kyle Barrio fight specifically jumps out at me. But yeah, I love those matchups. It sucks, but I think Armin will be next, and I think they do Hooker versus Holloway. You know what's crazy, Vulture? I was kind of having this weird inkling of that. But I'm not that opposed to have Armin fight Topuria because I really want to see Armin get fucking beat. I want to see him get beat, bro. I think, in my heart of hearts, I think he would get knocked the fuck out by Topuria. You don't rate Kaio at all as impressive? Really? What? Why don't you rate Kaio as impressive? What? What's not impressive about Kaio, bro? Please tell me. I'm confused. What's not impressive about Kaio? He beat Jared Cannonier using just striking. Kaio's pretty good. If he gets past Imavov, people are going to start to believe. Nah, Khamzat's not retiring, bro. That's fake news. That was the fakest shit around. No, I don't think Khamzat will fight Ankalaev. No, I don't see that. I do feel like Armin with one more fight would make sense because he did fuck the UFC over. But because he made weight as a backup, it's now like, all right, we'll give you a shake. All right. All right. Episode 9 official. All right. So if you guys want to watch some recaps of The Ultimate Fighter and you guys want to watch, the finalists in their matchups because you want to do predictions like me, or maybe you just want to know for your betting sake or anything like that, added to UFC 319 just earlier today, Alibi Idris will fight Joseph Morales. So new matchup to us fans. I'm sure they've had it booked for a while. Episode 5, you can watch Idris. I'm botching his name. Idris. I have a hard time saying it. I can say all these weird Russian names, but Idris is hard. Idris, you can watch him fight against Yakubov on episode 5 of this past season of Tough. And you can watch him fight Roybert Echeverria on episode 9 Okay, so make sure you guys write this shit down. Take notes of this. Very important. I'm actually going to take a picture just in case I accidentally, don't save this fucking page. And then for Joseph Morales, he fought on episode 1. I saw that fight actually against Eduardo Henrique, and his grappling looked very good. And he fought Imanol Rodriguez as well. So should be pretty intriguing. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you could also watch Roybert Echeverria's quarterfinal fight, and you could watch Imanol Rodriguez's quarterfinal fight, which I probably will do as well. I'm going to probably do that. All right. Yeah, probably going to have to watch a handful just to optimally study tape for this because I didn't watch every episode of the fucking season. So I got to go back on the rewatch. Armin is what happened to the number 1 contender. Rich Boy won't fight at all, pulling out the day of the main event just to cry for the next year. Listen, I'm not in favor of giving him a title fight, but I feel like the UFC is thinking about it. Armin should get another fight. I mean, his win is a split decision with Oliveira. Armin and Patty would have been sick. That'd be a cool number 1 contender fight. But I don't think the UFC is forcing him into an uncomfortable spot like that. I don't know. Him and Dana seem to be on better terms now. Daddy Dana's got the support in the back of our boy, of Arman. Battle of Rizzy Boyev, I don't know yet. If Matsumoto's to win this weekend, I think it's submission or decision. Bruno Silva, Hyun-Sung Park. I predicted that would happen after Saturday. They booked that fight. I'm going to say Park. I think Park wins. Park for the dubs. He's gonna get it done. Park for the dubs. Yeah. Hey, 32 likes, chat. Can we get 40 likes up in here for the stream? Who says yes to 40 likes? Raise your hand. Actually, no, don't raise your hand. Click the fucking button. Let's get 40 likes up in here. Just book Gaethje versus Ilya for the title and Patty versus Armin contender fight. Bro, I'm waiting for a UFC mega announcement. I have no idea what their intentions are for this lightweight division. We can guess, but it's kind of just random because it's like kind of down to watch Gaethje versus Topuria, but I'm also kind of more down to watch fucking Armin versus Topuria to see Topuria just silence Armin. And I really don't want Patty to lose to Armin, but if Patty beats Armin, that'd be amazing. But there's a lot of if factors in between. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tim Elliott over Kai Asakura. Are you sure? It's live. I don't know, though. Tim Elliott's been off a year and a half, bro. He comes in reckless. Look at the knee to the body that Asakura landed against, my God, Juan Archuleta. Look at the knee to the body in that fight. The knees to the body are factors, and I don't think Asakura's wrestling defense is that bad. It's just he fought the fucking man. Offering Topuria $1 million to get his title shot after taking Olives to a split, barely surviving subs, bro. Wants to get paid to get knocked out. I don't even think it's about the money, though. He wants the championship chase. His family's got loads of money. You hope Armin is a big underdog in the Topuria fight. This is the chance to make big money. Putting Armin in 100 parlays plus Armin KO. Dude, Armin is going to get destroyed by Ilya Topuria. I'm telling you. I always say my like when AJ calls it out. I appreciate that, bro. Props from Ireland. Hey, thanks, quarter tab. What is it, a quarter tab of acid? Armin versus Hooker is the fight to make, dog. I feel like they might be doing Hooker versus Holloway for the BMF belt. Because I was relatively shocked to see Oliveira versus Fiziev. Because I was thinking, all right, they're going to do him versus Holloway for the BMF. But no, I think they'll do maybe Hooker Holloway now. Unless they do Patty versus Holloway. Patty Holloway for the BMF title. You know, Patty Holloway's a fight that nobody's talking about, but that could be pretty cool. And Patty's a lot bigger than him, but Holloway's a lot better at boxing. But Scousers don't get knocked out. That's a matchup. I am excited for whatever the UFC decides, bro. Genuinely, I am very hyped. They should let Topuria knock out and retire all the old guys to build his star power. That's crazy. You think Holloway would blitz Patty? Maybe, but Patty's a big boy and he can grapple well. I don't know. Patty Holloway is a low-key banger. Striker versus grappler in a sense, too. Joshua Van broke the record for most significant strikes in UFC fight history at Royval 2 weeks ago after Silva. Absolutely insane at 23. Bro, Joshua Van is on his way to being like a record book type of guy. Joshua Van is the man. You kind of want to see Patty get uppercutted into the air now. Is funny. I feel like Patty Holloway would be a good test to see. Patty's ready for Ilya. If Patty runs through Holloway, it would earn him a title fight. Patty Holloway would be a banger, but they're my two favorite fighters. Wouldn't want to see one of the guys lose. But unfortunately, you've been a fan long enough to know, brother. That's how this shit goes. Sometimes your favorite fighters got to get handled, bro. It's the unfortunate truth of it all. Sometimes your faves, they got to go up in flames, man. This is the fucking fight game. It's a ruthless one. It's a beautiful one, though. I love it. I don't believe it. Topuria looked at a pretty noticeable strength disadvantage against Oliveira. When he pushed Olives off, he goes stumbling back. Bro, that was in the first fucking minute, though. Then he bodied him on the ground, though. Holloway said he's not fighting again this year. Oh. Okay. Good afternoon. Live stream hit perfectly when you're stuck on the highway. I'm sorry you're stuck on the highway, AK Outdoors, but I'm glad I can entertain you with the live stream, bro. Yeah, but that sucks, man. Being stuck on the highway sucks. It really does. Patty getting KO'd by Ilya and then where's your head at? Edits would be so funny. Where's your head at? That would be fucking hilarious. And they fucking have like a clip of his head going flying off. That'd be cool as shit. But nah, Patty ain't fighting Ilya yet. He needs one more. You think Fiziev going to give Charles some problems, man? I know he might. I'm not saying hell no. I'm not delusional. I'm not a hater. I'm real. I get it. I think I'm going to pick Charlie O, though. I have to. If he gets knocked out, though, fuck. Fiziev's good. You could definitely hurt him. And the chin is worrisome. Fuck, bro. Is Charlie O getting knocked out? I don't know, man. You guys know I do my official picks the Sunday before, but early lean, I'll stick with Oliveira. But I won't say there's not a piece of me that's scared. You think it's been too long? Might hop on the show and chat it up with you, AJ. Listen, bro. Tonight, I'm taking some guests. Tune into tonight's show. Late night live, probably by 8:30. Tune into the show. Let's chop it up, man. I want to see my people coming out tonight. So come on through. Come on through for the show tonight. The chin is worrisome, Brendo. I know. Betting-wise, it's like playing with fire. I don't know how I feel about Max defending a made-up title while other matchups being talked about for lightweight title. What does he need to do for a shot at that? I think he needs to win another fight before we consider him for the belt. So whether it's a fight against somebody like a Patty or somebody like even an Oliveira, if let's say Oliveira comes out unscathed with Fiziev, or potentially even somebody like a Dan Hooker. But I don't know the timeline of return. I think Hooker wants to fight, but he's in shit with the UFC at the moment, which is kind of weird. He said he wants to fight Sarukian. The UFC is not really hinting at us to who's next in line for the belt. I really feel like, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you guys feel like in 2025, Dana White has been less informative to the fans than ever before? Like, I feel like we don't really get any hints. We used to get a lot of hints. And like, I don't know, I feel like we kind of had an idea about certain matchups. Obviously, we know the, basic, like obvious shit. Like, yeah, we know that Jack Della is going to fight Islam. No shit, they're going to fight. Yeah, obviously. But we don't know with the lightweight division what's happening. We don't know. You saw a breakdown today saying Ilya struggles against southpaws because his combos go to the left hook overhand. I almost sent it to Max Holloway to tell him to fight in southpaw if he fights Ilya again. But he's not as good out of southpaw. Who's a southpaw that would give Ilya a run for his money? Maybe Prime McGregor. Dana doesn't sell his shit. We'll find out Tuesday. I'm not even thinking about it. I feel like he used to. But now I don't know. I think we'll see. Dana's focused on other things outside of just matchmaking fights. You know why? The UFC broadcast deal, the fucking Canelo fight, you know? Who's the 6'5" middleweight on Contender Series? You tell me. Who is it? I actually don't know off the top of my head. Bro, God bless ChatGPT. It's just so much easier, right? I don't have to fucking search through the ESPN Plus app to find what episodes I have to watch before next week. Now I can just look it up there, bro. Fucking amazing, man. Dana's Dungeon, bro. The Apex. Yeah, Southpaw's not as good. Still good, but not as good. Bruno Silva versus Park. I'll go Park. Yeah, I think Bruno Silva's done, guys. I like Bruno, but he's washed, I think. Dana don't give a fuck about the UFC anymore. He definitely cares less than he used to, which is unfortunate. But he does have a lot of other shit going on, and maybe we'll see a change, you know? Maybe 2026 has just been a rough year for him, or 2025, rather. Maybe we'll see a better year in 2026. Not saying I know that for certain, and of course, I could be very wrong with that take. Gemini AI is trash and accurate, bro. That's why I stick with ChatGPT. Your sister thing is weird. You use ChatGPT so much, like on some demonic shit. Low key, my therapist. Well, ChatGPT just gives good advice on all things, bro. It's a good fucking app to have, man. Bro, I have the ChatGPT AI that we can talk to with voice. You guys want me to chat with it? Hey, ChatGPT, how you doing today? Hello? What the fuck is this? Hold on. ChatGPT, can you hear me? No, it's fully glitched. What the hell? Hold on. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Can you hear me, ChatGPT? Hello? Dude, the audio's not connecting. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3. ChatGPT? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know. The audio won't connect. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nah, can't even hear me. What the fuck? Is my mic broken? That's annoying. Fuck it. I'll show you guys another time. It ain't working. AJ, you do this as a full-time job, and if so, how'd you start in believing yourself to quit your job? So I kind of worked out nicely, right? So I was finishing up my college degree. When I first started the channel, I was a full-time student, right? So I was kind of just living off that. And then I was just posting a shitload of videos, and then I got monetized and started making money here, like, you know, part-time job money. And then, you know, by the time I was close to finishing college, I started making, you know, a full-time fucking salary off this. I mean, it's a lifetime commitment. I love this shit. It helps me get up in the morning, you know? I mean, granted, I'm always getting up excited for the beautiful days ahead, but specifically, I have a lot of passion for this. You seriously think about quitting your job and doing this full time? Do you have a following at the moment that I don't know about? Let's see. Do you have a channel? Like, it's not, the thing is, people have this diluted viewpoint. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and have money off of YouTube, right? It takes years, bro. Like I've been doing YouTube since 2020 and I've been doing it over 5 years. I feel like last year I started making like actually like a solid amount where I'm like comfortable. Betting on sports full time, you make mad money. I mean, bro, if you want to do it full time, if you really believe in your abilities, but I also feel like there's a dark side to that, which is the natural ups and downs with sports betting. Like, I don't know, man. Why not just work your job too? Like, you can't do both. Like, why not do both? You've been stuck at 31 subscribers for like a week. It's not easy, Brenda. How many videos you post in a week, though? Let's see. Um, I mean, dog, when I first started, I was doing over 30 videos a week, man. You're fucking good at it. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, Mike O'Donnell. 2 times a week? Ah, you need more. You need more, bro. You probably need, I mean, like I do what? Full card picks, a news video if there is any, but that's not a guarantee. Wednesday show, Friday recap. I do 4 videos, but I'm also doing live streams every day. I got the Moneyline podcast. I got late night live. I got pretty much every day lunchtime live. I would say I was doing live stream Q&A. It takes a long time. AJ puts in the most work and I'm at YouTube, and it's been like that for years. Even Guru said the same. Hey, thanks, Guru. But I committed to this shit, bro. 30 videos a week is probably too much, KZ. But what I was doing was I was doing full card predictions, weigh-in show. I was doing fight breakdowns, every single fight on the card, and I was doing recaps. There was a time I was doing full fight reactions for every fight on the card. I would watch the card and then I would go in the other room and I would then do a recap and post it and then watch the next fight. Like, I don't think that's like an optimal way per se to build the channel now. That's like flooding the algorithm. But like, you need something to get off the ground a little bit. So I just fucking posted a ton. I was like, I'm going to post every day, all the time, and obsess about it. Now, obviously, I have a proper content flow and I do different shows and I, have this, the live streams, multiple times a day, a lot of the time. So it's a little bit different, right? The level of it. But at the initial jump, I just kind of spammed the algorithm hoping for the best. And, slowly but surely built into something. And then next thing you know, it became something bigger than I could have really even. It's not like I thought, like I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't really know how. But I always had the goal. Like I've spoke about it for years. Like, this goal that's really in my foresight is this 100,000 subscribers. But I want 1 million subscribers, man. That's like the truest senses of the word. The long term is 1 million subscribers. And when the time is right, but I also believe in like enjoying the fuck out of the process, man. The news is some nobodies got added to the card. It's not nobodies. It's just, Ultimate Fighter finalist. AJ's married to the game. I am, bro. And, having a girlfriend, she needs to be very understanding of the level of discipline and dedication that I have to the craft. A lot of girls won't be. And I would say, like, if you want to do content full time, if you got the wrong partner, it's probably going to throw you off. That's why I was so open for so long to like being single, right? And then you meet people and whatever. Then you meet someone that's like, yo, I fucking support this shit. That's awesome. You got this, brother. Keep faith and you'll get there. Thanks, Quarter Tab. Hey, what's up, Technique? Let's go. I mean, I love the fight game. I love the content game. I've been loving this shit since I was a kid, right? I remember being a little kid and just fucking spending hours just fucking on YouTube watching fights or on fucking SureDog at the time and just looking through like the history of the records and who fought who. So I don't know, man. It's like that. That fire is just there. 1 million subscribers on MMA YouTube be legendary. It's happening. It's not a matter of if, it's when. A real woman supports you chasing your dream regardless of long hours. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Been here for like a year, bro. Keep up the quality content. Thanks. She loves Brian. I call it content, but thank you, bro. It's cool to hear your story, AJ. First time hearing how it all started. Much respect. Thanks, Mike O'Donnell. I always say, bro, there was a time where I was just recording videos in my bedroom, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. And it came together, man. I had the best Darce choke in the game. Hey. Let's see. I'm checking Discord right now. I was asked to check Discord. Bana, bana, bana. Bana, bana, bana. Bana, bana, bana. What am I looking for, Casey? When he fucking high kicked fucking Wing C. That was great. Dinner. Where the hose at? At work. At work, bro. Hey, can we get we actually just passed 51 likes. All right, let's get 60 likes. We're at an hour and 1 minute. Let's get 60 likes to match it. AJ, I suggest you start shooting for some cameo breakdowns. I think I have a couple great YouTubers I'd love to hear you do a one-off card breakdowns with. Maybe. Your partner gets annoyed when you do tape every day, just watch fights all the time. So now I just dedicate a few days of the week to watch tape, but I don't watch all day every day. I mean, there's like a healthy balance that you have to have. As long as it's actually you doing it for tape, not to just like avoid hanging out with her, you know? That's really good, Braden. That's actually nice. DM. Oh, KZ DM me. All right. Yeah, sure, bro. Guys, Brendo is been stuck at 32 subs. He's a fucking valued mod of the community. He's got a channel called Brendan Ironside. He's got a cool man bun, and he's a guy I like a lot. And Mr. KZ wants to drop his channel link. So there it is, man. Hit him a sub, man. Let's get him. What is he at right now? He's at 31. Let's get him to at least 40. Can we get him at least 9 subscribers? I think 40 is good. He's been stuck at 31 for a week. He's getting in his head, man. And he's, you know what? He's got a nice take. I think he needs to do a recap show. I think he needs to do a main event individual fight breakdown. I think he needs to do his version of a lock of the week. I think he needs to do random news videos too. But I think he's starting somewhere and he's just getting it figured out. KZ and AJ Gems Society, of course, Brendo. Bump, 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 bump. How do you become a member? I'll get you the link. If you want to become a member of the channel, especially because tonight I'm doing a members only stream, those are chill vibes. And you want to support the channel because the $4.99 a month helps me out. So if you want to subscribe to that, or I guess join that, you can click the link there. It'll bring you to my members tab and it'll say join this channel, get access to membership perks. And yeah, then you can take it a step further with the community. And I very much do appreciate all my members. But yeah, thanks some of you guys for subbing to the boy. Hey, I got you, Brendo. Don't worry about it, homie. Yeah, I'll help the boy out. Listen, if you're good to me, I'm always good to my people, bro. I'm not conceited, man. Thought about making a channel called Locks and Lays, Parlay Plays. Just call it Locks and Lays. The parlay, that's a little too long, man. You'll sub as a down payment on Homeboy doing some lock of the week content. All right, Cam, there we go. There we go. There he is. He's fucking doing it. Pim pam param, bro. Pim pam param. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Diet Coke or Coke Zero? Prefer Diet Coke. I think it tastes better. I don't know. What do you think? What's your pick? What's your preferred flavor? You're training to be a pro wrestler? I feel like that fits you, bro. That's actually cool. Hey, shout out to Reeves for re-upping on the membership. Thank you, bro. Glad to have you back in the army, dog. Thank you for becoming a member again. I appreciate you, homie. Fuck yeah. Vanilla Coke's good. You know what Coke I like, bro? That Coke Freestyle, Coke Zero Freestyle. I like the lime, bro. I like that lime flavor, man. I'm a fan of that lime shit. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Since I was a kid, bro. I remember the first time I tried that Coke Zero Lime, I was like, yo, this is the shit. I was like, there's something about this flavor that I love. I never tried that root beer sundae. Nah, I've had a root beer float, but I never had a root beer sundae. I didn't even know that was a thing. Root beer sundae? Hey, we hit 40 subscribers goal. You truly are the Godfather, Jay. Thank you, brother. Hey, no problem, Brendo. Shout out to you, bro. I support the people, man. You know my style. Good vibes, all love. And you know, the goal of this shit is to put out the positive to the world, man. Tangerine Coke. I don't know how I feel about that almost Mexican. I don't know how I feel about a tangerine Coke. Tell me why I should even try it. Because I'm sussed out. Tangerine and Coca-Cola just doesn't seem like a good combo to me. I'm very, very, very suspect on that. Explain further. Convince me of why I should try it, because right now I have zero interest. How we doing, Ricky LaFleur? I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. Life is great. Feeling fantastic. Energized. I haven't been taking no ripskis, which is crazy. Not because I can't. Like, I can do it anytime. I just haven't really felt like it, bro. Very interesting. I've been sleeping great. I've been feeling more energized than I have in years, actually, man. Feel like high energy, Jay. Maybe you had a third video. Yeah, do a lock or favorite. Do something. Have some fun, bro. Some people fear being wrong. Motherfucking fearing being wrong will keep you back in life, bro. Don't fear being wrong. Fear not giving your opinion. Fear not going for what you want. That's scarier, bro. Lime Coke sounds equally as weird as tangerine. Really? To you, it does? I just think like a lime on the side of the glass, man. I always like that. I like lime Coke. You went to the store for pop last week, seen a bottle that said share a Coke with Braden, spelt my name. I grabbed it, of course. Behind it was one saying with Caleb, my son's name. That's pretty cool. It's a good coincidence. You took a 100 milligram edible a couple hours ago. It was a soda that tastes like Mountain Dew. How do you feel off of a 100 milligram edible, Death Chill? Please tell me. That sounds crazy. Orange and cream type thing? Okay. Crawfish shake? Nah. Had the best workout today. Chest, shoulders, abs. I'm hitting chest, shoulders, and tri today, bro. My shoulder mobility is going crazy, bro. I'm like Mr. fucking loose shoulders right now. I've been stretching like a freak, man. I'm like crazy limber, bro. I don't even know. My Americana defense has got to be better than it's been in years, man. More orange cream, not tangerine, less of the Coke flavor. All right. Hot as fuck outside, 100 today. Hey, you feel like Derek Lewis after his fights, Fernando. That's funny as fuck. 100 milligram Keef sodas will have you out like a light. Yeah, I can't hang. That's crazy as hell. 100 milligram Keef soda. I think people be like, yo, this guy needs to fucking cut this shit out. You guys think, well, I'm fucking on drugs or something. You like the Hulk? The secret is you're always angry? Holy shit. Chill vibes meaning more open on cam about ripskis or what? Nah, man, I'm just chill. I feel good. I feel really good. I feel locked and loaded, man. I feel dialed in. I feel clear-headed, driven, pretty on point, actually. I'm sober, Jay, right now, yeah. Not because I'm like fearful of rips. Like I'm sure I'll take some fucking volcano rips on Saturday, but yeah, I'm just chilling. I don't know. I'm just straight chilling, bruh. I'm just straight chilling. Sober J is good. It clears out the system. It's nice. Good barbecue. Good barbecue sounds good, bro. I like a good barbecue. Yeah, KZ, what's the house update, man? How's your house going? Also, chat, we're at 57 likes. We got to hit 60. So make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the likes for your boy. Show some love. Who does Hamzat fight for his first title defense? I think Izzy fight needs to happen before Adesanya gets more washed. But how can you justify an Adesanya title fight with all losses in a row? I'd say Hamzat is going to probably end up fighting the winner of Barrio versus Amavov, unless the Dricus Duplessis fight is incredibly competitive and there's a compelling storyline to tell of running it back. But yeah, I'll say the number one contender fight, Kyle Barrio, Nasruddin Imavov, for sure. We got it, bro. We're just doing a little home improvement stuff before the move. Let's go. I'm excited for you, KZ. I'm glad you got a nice home. Moving in at the end of the month. Oh, shit. That's nice, bro. How much bigger is it than the current spot that you're staying at? Yeah, I think Izzy gets mauled by Hamzat. Yeah, Imavov Kyle winner fights for the belt. That's how I feel from his frog. Like, that's the new generation as well. And I like that. I think they deserve it. Instead of like, what are we giving Strickland endless title fights or Adesanya, you know? I think Rainier de Ritter's in the running if he gets another win, but specify he needs another win. Maybe de Ritter fights the winner of this weekend. We'll see. Strickland wants to fight Hamzat. I'm sure he wants to fight Hamzat, but he's going to have to earn his keep. He's going to have to earn that spot, bro. You know? You got to earn that shit. He can't just get magically blessed into that spot. It's not an easy chance to get. I think Kyle Barrio versus Nasruddin Imavov is the number one contender fight, for sure. That's my vote for it, and it's probably most of yours vote for it. Relatively the same side, but the big difference is that we own it, and it's in a way better neighborhood, a lot quieter. Love that for you, KZ. We're living right now next to the road. That's fucking as farty ass motorcycles going by and buses. Yeah, no, it's annoying. Good, KZ. I'm glad. I'm happy for you, bro. You don't think Strickland wants to fight Hamzat? I'm sure if it's for a world title, he'd love the chance. Who do you think UFC chooses for the 155 title shot? We were talking about that earlier in the stream, Cam Booman. It might end up being Arman Sarukian. How long Strickland suspended for? It said indefinitely, but I can't imagine it's much longer. You have money on Imavov. I hope he's a dog. Barrio's a tough out for him, though. We'll see how that takedown defense holds up. Barrio, they study a lot of film at Fighting Nerds. Trying to find ways to, you know, sneak a win out. I don't know. We'll see what happens, bro. I'm excited as fuck either way. Blessed as a fan to watch this violence fucking take place, you know? That's how I truly feel. Blessed. I feel blessed. I feel blessed as a fan, bro. Chat, we're at 62 likes. I'm streaming for an hour and a half. We have 17 minutes left in the stream. What should I make the stream likes goal be? You guys think 80 likes is fair for the stream goal? I think it is. Thursday afternoon. Got a big stream later tonight. This is more the chill stream of the week. Let's hit 80 likes. We need 17 more. We got over 100 watching, so I think it's possible. So make sure you guys hit the button. Now, if we do push it to 100 likes, of course, I'll bless you guys with an afternoon shadow box. But, you know, don't pick Kyle. Y'all know Imavov's a beast and kills. I think Imavov's a beast, but I don't know, man. Kyle ain't no easy out. Kyle's good, bro. Hell of a fight for sure. Hell of a fight. I remember the live one day was loud outside. Fucking KZ's mic was picking it up. Yeah, that's true fucking loud shit if the mic's picking it up. Like the stream, if your favorite day of the week ends with Y, I'm in agreement, bro. You want to see Strickland versus Whitaker next? I kind of feel the same. I feel like we have to see that before it's too late, you know? I'm with that. Strickland versus Allen, too, isn't a bad idea. Allen was able to beat Chris in a rematch. I don't know. I feel like Strickland having beaten Adesanya and been the world champion, I feel like he deserves something bigger than that. Izzy piecing DDP up makes Imavov look better. Imavov's striking is fucking legit, bro. Knocking out Israel Adesanya in the second round is incredible. Imavov's awesome. It's a fabulous win. Strickland versus Yuri. You think Strickland goes up to 205? I don't. I'm not opposed to it, but nah, he don't have the power for it. These guys crack way harder. Can you imagine Strickland versus Khalil, man? I think he get fucked up. I think Strickland gets knocked out at 205. Yeah, I don't think 205 is a good move. I think he should stay put at 185 and try to work his way back. Not saying he'll be successful on his hunt back, but I don't love the idea of him moving up in weight. I actually take it back. It's not that I don't even like the idea of him moving up in weight. I think it's a bad idea. Bump, 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 bump. Mavov knocking out Izzy was crazy to see. I almost didn't believe it, and it took me a minute to register what happened. Bro, seeing Izzy put out like that, it's also, you know, Izzy's a legend, but the time is beyond now, bro. Come on. Khalil versus Strickland would be an absolute staring contest with calf kicks. I think it'd be heavier kicks from Khalil then. How did Kyle cheat? Yeah, how did Kyle cheat? No, I don't see a catchweight fight ban. UFC is not crazy about catch weights unless it's short notice. Hey, do you think Corey has a chance against Marab plus 300 dog? I think he gives an okay fight, but no, he's going to lose. The pick is Marab, man. I think Marab handles him. He does what Marab does. He dominates people, bro. Marab is a fucking dominating force to be reckoned with. I don't think the Strickland handles that. No, no, no. I think he gets ran over. Would Yahya beat Tony Ferguson? Bro, Mohammed Yahya versus T Ferg would actually be the perfect fight. I got to run. Big W to the community, and thank you, Godfather J and KZ, for the shout out. Anytime, Brenda. Y'all got to watch AJ's reaction to the Imavov kill over Izzy. One of my favorites. Imavov just knocked out Izzy in round 2. Yeah, I went nuts. The most real reaction. It was fucking spectacular, man. That was something else. Yeah, I'm on Team Marab, bro. I'm on Team Marab. It's the right side of history. This is not the fight to fade him. He wins. Yaya Ferguson, UFC 400, make it happen. That's funny as shit. Isn't it crazy, bro? We're already at UFC 319. We'll be at UFC 350 before we know it. And then UFC 400 will be insane. The card that I'm like, wow, this is going to be special has got to be UFC 500. I cannot imagine what UFC 500 looks like. Seriously, I can't. I cannot imagine it. UFC 500. You've been carrying buckets of fish for the last couple hours from minimum wage. What the fuck am I doing? It's hot as fuck. I mean, listen, bro. It is what it is. UFC 420 for the bros. I wonder if they're doing any like weed celebration type shit, especially because that will be a long time from now. AJ to GOAT. Hey, thanks, halftime. Bum, 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 bum. What year will UFC 500 take place? Let's find out. $2040, possibly mid-late 2039. Okay. About 15 years from now. I will be here. I will be here streaming it. I will be here. Chat, we're at 66 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here. Run it up to 70 for the boy. Show some love. Hit the button. Show some love. Hit the button, man. Hit the button. Show some love, man. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Hit the button, man. Here we are. I was looking at Showbiz the Adults channel. I remember when Showbiz the Adult channel was like not moving. Shit, man. He's really done well for himself. Shout out to Showbiz the Adult. Fucking OG of this game. Obviously boxing, not MMA, but I still got mad respect for it. You be in your mid 40s? Fuck it, man. Taking a 40-minute dump break at work. Cheers from Chile. Hey, all in Bruno. Cheers to you, bro. Late lunch. Glad I looked. I'm glad you're here, my guy. Let's go, Justin. If you could manage Bo's career, what opponent would you give him to break him into the either middleweight or welterweight? I'd probably go down to welterweight, but take it slow and steady. Take it easy. Give him like Neil Magny at 170. You know? You'll be 20. You'll be 36, 2039. That's fucking crazy, bro. I'll be 40 years old. Hey, I'll still be here, bro. Trust. The content will still be coming. Holy shit. Bring Shane Burgos back, run a Stevens fight versus him. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, though, man. I think Shane Burgos is done. I think the Shane Burgos fighting career might be done. Might be a thing of the past, you know? It is what it is, though. Who you picking? Brundage, McConnell? I'll go Brundage, but like betting wise, fuck no. Betting wise, that's worrisome, man. Any Brundage bet, I'm fearful. But he got so much UFC experience, and he was looking okay against Abdul Razak. I say Brundage wins. You see, Bilal told DDP to be careful in Chi-Town. I did see that. That was funny. Maybe they'll have a run-in with one another. Unk Magny would somehow outcraft Bo. I wouldn't even be surprised if he TKO'd him in the third round like he did to Malat. Chimaev triple champ. What do you think? I say no. Remember the street code, never bet on women's MMA. I will remember it now, yeah. But nah, sometimes it is fine. It depends on the matchup. Depends on the fight. Depends on the matchup. Depends on a little bit of luck. Bilal going to get uppercutted into the air by DDP is funny. Bilal just calls out all the middleweights. He might as well just move up at this point. Like him versus Strickland at middleweight sells. I know he wants to fight Usman. Age, I want to quit my job and devote all my energy to the world of MMA. Where's a good place to start? That is a question that I have a very hard time answering without specific details on what devoting all your energy to the world of MMA means. What does that mean to you? Tell me what it means, and then I can maybe guide you in the right direction. Chimaev will defend the belt max 2 times if he wins it. You think that's it? Just 2? What's up, Armando? We will beat Alberg and we will beat Ankh for the belts. The Reyes turnaround. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as say he beats Ankh, but I'd love to see him earn the fight against Ankh, and I do think he's live to beat Alberg. Chat, we're at 69 likes. I need to see 75 up in here, so make sure you guys hit the button for the afternoon show. Hit the like button for the afternoon show. Show some love in the middle of the day to the boy, especially when he's going live tonight. Yes, late night live tonight, Alpha Tips, and a members stream. So lots of content coming later today. This is just the start of today's content flow. This is like the pre-stream to the real stream. This is just the chill vibe stream. The big show starts later on tonight. Well, it's the big bad show tonight. Yeah. If Reyes gets the belt, that's one of the greatest comebacks in MMA history. That is the greatest comeback in MMA history, I think. You know? It would be the greatest comeback ever. If either not be active or lose it to someone coming up like a Mavov, I don't know, man. He's got a big grappling edge on a Mavov. Moicano Chandler should be booked for the White House card. Fuck yes. Count me in. Get a job that deals with anything involving MMA, corner guy, analyst, stuff like that. I mean, to be a corner guy, you're going to need a resume, preferably probably martial arts experience. But if not martial arts experience, proof of vast knowledge of the sport, and then, working as like a fucking mitman or something like that, or, an assistant conditioning coach or something. Working for the UFC, I mean, I'm sure they have office jobs you could apply for. There's jobs at the UFC. Be an analyst, I mean, bro, it takes years to build respect in the community, man. Reyes will be on the mic, be like, yo, AJ, I did it. Rocky Reyes for the W. If fucking Reyes wins, that is the Rocky story. Apply, work for the athletic commission. There we go. That's a solid idea. Yeah, the athletic commission potentially could, like, if you want to be involved in MMA from like an official standpoint, you could apply to be a judge. You could apply to be a referee. You have to get hours on the amateur scene, but then you could eventually become a professional judge or a professional referee. There definitely are ways to be involved, but I don't necessarily think that they pay to a point where you'd be ready to just quit your day job off of rip, because plenty of those refs still are doing other things. It is a winnable fight for Reyes. I completely agree, Alpha Tips. I think it's a very winnable fight for Reyes. Clean the UFC toilets. They're actually hiring a janitor at the PI right now, if you guys are interested in applying. Work as the janitor of the PI? Boom. Unless you let a motherfucker get mauled like Smith Teixeira. Being a ref ain't an easy job, man. Being a ref, there's a lot of pressure on you. A fuckload of pressure on you. Being a ref it's a gig that requires a lot of fucking skill too and knowledge. Reyes deserves to be champion. I don't know if anybody deserves it. You have to earn that shit. That ain't just about deserve. You earn that shit. I mean, it'd be nice for him, but I don't know about deserves. I say no to deserves. The scale dude just sliding the bar. Boom. There we go. You'd love to be a janitor at the UFC PI. Listen, bro, I'm sure they're fucking always looking for janitors. 7-7 Taco Fall training jiu-jitsu. Good luck trying to pass that guard. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Taco Fall started doing jiu-jitsu. Bro, can you imagine Taco Fall becomes a professional grappler? At 7'7", bro, I would love to see him get into fucking martial arts. Can you imagine Taco Fall tries to make a run at heavyweight? I mean, being 7'7" alone, he's got a legit chance to do something, bro. Holy shit. Fuck basketball, bro. Let's get him into MMA. Is he still playing pro basketball? He was playing for the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association. He's 29. Bro, he could legit make a run at heavyweight. He could legit make a heavyweight run. If he's down, fuck being athletic, bro. He's 7'7". He can fucking grapple a little bit. Bro, can you imagine a Taco Fall MMA run? Count me in. That'd be crazy trying to grapple with him. What's up, Experto DMMA? What's crack-a-lacking, bro? Listen, guys, I'm about to get up out of here in a minute. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I wanted to get 75. So hit the button. I will be live later on today with the late night live. I will be live later on today with the members stream. So a lot of content is going to be coming at you guys in the next few hours. So make sure your post notifications are turned on so you can keep it locked in. AJ, why the fuck did Charles accept this fight? I'm getting Volk vibes about the back-to-back KO losses Charles can take. I'm worried about it, Nacho guy. I get the fear. But matchup against Fiziev, definitely easier than Volk's matchup against Taporia. You know? AJ, your holy shit reminds me of Mike Tyson's reaction to old Sugar Ray telling old Leonard he has to KO him now. My holy shit. You're gonna stream UFC 5. Guys, go click on KZ's channel and watch him stream UFC 5. He does UFC 5 streams. Eventually I'll have to join one of them and just talk some smack. You are late for the lunchtime live, Bob. Yeah, but I'll be back with the late night live tonight in the member stream. So hit the like button here, chat. I'll see you guys in a few hours. All right. I'm going to go eat something. Bye.